It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams. And off we go on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Mims sent in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Nix. To the right side here, pass is caught. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
Second down. Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he will score. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Broncos have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Kupp in motion. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They send Sutton in motion. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes the 3rd-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That is caught downfield by Kupp. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down, 1st and goal. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Second and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Second down and 8. They send Sutton in motion. There's a screen from McLaughlin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 14-7 is our... On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 33 yards. A first down throw for Nix. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Seahawks 7. Will Lutz.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go, lady. Go, lady. Listen.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll take a shot. Downfield, looking for Kupp. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They motion the slot man left. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Let's go.
Here's a design run. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Lady. Here we go, set. Hey, set.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. First down throw there is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy. Tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Ready up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. Now a 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
Now a give, but here comes the reverse. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Set.
They'll try it now with Walker. And he's going to have the Seahawks first down as the defense cannot come up with the big play there. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Outright Smith and Jigba has it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Go check. 18 back.
Back to throw is Nix.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
19 tight.
Throwing is Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Check go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Street. Go.
Cup in motion.
Hut.
Back to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. But a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. Now, faking the give. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On the jump. Go.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down. Nix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. Mims sent in motion here. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's caught once again by Ingram. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Broncos.
Here we go.
Slot receiver headed right. Nix now on 1st and 10. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's got another one. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Here we go. Sack. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he's out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's go.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. They send Sutton in motion. Gonna have a 1st down past the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Denver. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1.
Next to score, Broncos 38, Seahawks 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He'll take the snap and go down to a knee.
Let's go now.
2nd and 11. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the ground, a first down run. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now this looks like it just... Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass is completed to Kupp. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes...
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Into space at the 45. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. The tight end Fant in motion. They'll look to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around,
and he's in! Marquez Valdez-Scantling! Touchdown, Seahawks! Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks cut into the lead a little bit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
and these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Stidham. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.